Hello and welcome to Knitting at Tiffany's with Added Bling. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Aryn.
Welcome if you're a new viewer, and welcome back if you're a return viewer. Thank you for joining us today. Today we are going to start with our challenge.
A challenge box.
Oh, yeah.
Because, okay, it is almost the end of June.
That's right.
And we usually do this at the beginning of the month. But last episode we were
On location.
We were on location. We did not have our box and we did not have our money. So
yeah, it's because I think I spent it.
So we're doing it now.
So here's our box again.
Our box.
And we are
our
going
money
to
every month.
Money in
Yeah, I know. Every month. Don't tell anybody where you live.
Yeah, no.
Every month we each put in $10, and then we have rules about buying stash for the year, and if we break any of those rules we have to put in extra money. And so far, have we put in extra money?
We have not put in any extra money. We have not broken any rules.
Nope. We have been very good.
We've been very good.
Very good.
Actually, I kind of enjoy it though.
I am enjoying it. There have been challenging moments where I'm just like, oh, stupid challenge.
I know.
But I think in the end it's for the better, because
oh my God,
do we really need that?
We have so much yarn. No,
we don't need it.
We don't.
No.
And even with our rules now, we're still buying stuff.
Yeah.
It's not like we're not. So
I just made 2 mystery purchases because that's one of my rules.
Yeah, she's
You've
allowed.
been making travel purchases.
She's allowed. Yeah, exactly. Those are my rules.
But
so.
there have been other things that I've looked at and been like, why?
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah. And your mystery purchase could be more than one skein of yarn, because if that's what your mystery is, that's how it comes, right?
Yes, actually, I think the one I got, I'm trying a new one.
Oh, good. New ones
are
fun.
I'm trying a new mystery box, and I think they had 3 tiers.
Oh, okay.
And I think I got the biggest tier where you get a skein of yarn and a mini, I think.
Oh, very nice.
If I remember correctly. I don't know.
Very nice.
But yeah, so yeah, it's for my mystery rule, it just had to be a mystery purchase that's $40 US or less, not including shipping. So really, it doesn't matter what that was. It's just I put a price point on it. So
yeah, we're good. No, that's excellent. Yeah. And plus, you're trying something new. So it's not a Rosie Moments box,
it's
right?
Not a Rosie's Moments box.
Wow,
I know.
That'd be awesome.
I know. I haven't had a Rosie's Moments box all year.
I know.
I keep forgetting to check her listings. They sell out so quick.
Oh yeah, I know.
And I keep forgetting to check. So
that's too bad. Well, I'm sure you'll when you're gonna want something from there. It's gonna be the right time.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying one of the Aesop's Fables boxes, but I keep missing it.
That's not the accessory box that she was doing?
No, I don't know.
So she has also an accessory box?
I don't know if I want the accessory box, and then there's a candy shop box, and that could be fun too. But I just every time I remember to go check, she's sold out. So
that sucks.
That's okay.
I know.
It's okay.
Hey, then obviously it wasn't meant to be, and then you got something new. Yeah. So I can't wait to see when that comes in. What it is. Excellent. So let's start with Diamonds in the Rough. And here's my Gestionary bag. I really like this bag. I use it a lot. It's bright. So I had some airplane knitting time, and because I don't have anything else to work on for right now until our new Cal starts, I needed something to keep me busy. And I've been working on this. Okay, I thought at first working on black yarn would be a disaster, and I have to say it's not.
If you have good lighting, it's okay though.
It has on the plane there's not good lighting.
Yeah.
But what it is as long as I can see the stitch, because it's kind of airy, as long as I can see the stitch against something with the background in case I drop it, which I did drop a stitch and I fixed it, I'm okay with it. So it's going to eventually go, this way. Oh yeah, I'm trying not to poke your eye out. It is kind of a triangular right now, and I'm almost at the 24 inches wide that it should be at.
Okay.
But I'm still something like, I think maybe 50 stitches away or 60 stitches away. So yeah. And I've been knitting a little tighter because I think I probably needed to go down that quarter of a needle size, but I don't know. I'm still staying on my 4mm, and I'm on my high sharps, and thank God for that, because that helps knitting in the black. But this is the alpaca something yarn. Alpaca drops.
Silk or something, right?
No, it's alpaca drops yarn. Alpaca drops. Dropped alpaca, yeah. And it's 100% alpaca. And I really like it. And it's in black, of course. But I do. It's really nice and soft, and it's working out really nice. And I know, I can't wait. It's going to take forever to knit.
So long. We'll see you in a year.
I have, this is one ball here that I'm getting there.
I have to say, though, she will finish it.
I will.
If I was making this, it would be going on my whip shelf.
Already, at this point, if not even sooner.
No, you would never see it again.
Yeah, no.
You will finish it.
This will be made. There's not much left to this ball, so this is this is one ball, but I used another ball because it's not the same color, and I kept half of it to do it for the other bottom triangular part. So
opposite end.
Yeah, but I'm really liking it. There's 10 balls in total, so this is ball number 9.
Oh, you're counting down.
Yes, because it's always better to count down than count up. I feel like when I get to one, I'm like, yay, the last one, right?
Yeah,
so.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this is Aryn's Stitch Buddy that I got from her because I love elephants and its trunk up. See that little one? He's so cute. It's funny, someone complimented on my elephant, and I love it. Yeah. So that's one of my whips, my only whip actually for right now. Okay. Yes, and that's it.
For right now, because there will be cast on soon.
I know, July 1st we have new cast-ons, and we'll talk about that afterwards, I guess.
Oh yeah, we didn't schedule that into our
we'll figure it out.
Plan. Yeah. No,
well, actually, you know what?
We'll do it before enabling.
Yeah, because I have whips for that cow.
Yeah.
So
you don't have whips for the new one.
No, for the cow that's just finishing, I have whips for that, so we can talk right after there.
Yeah,
see, here we go. Always figure things out.
So my first whip is supposed to be for the current cow.
Okay.
It's not going to get finished. This was from. Do you remember when I looked up when I started these? Was it? It wasn't last.
2016.
Was it 16 or 15?
Oh, was it even 15?
I don't know. Okay.
Oh my god, I thought it was 2016.
If you chat for a minute, I can go back to my project page.
So the cow
2016. That didn't take long.
She doesn't even let me get a word out. So
sorry.
Yeah, I thought it was 16 you said.
Yeah,
I still remember some things.
Yeah.
There's other things I can't remember these days.
Yeah. So I started these in 2016. I really want the finished object.
I know.
But I don't want to make them. Ugh. I don't want to make them.
I would trade you. I'll make your mitts if you make my stole.
No, I'd rather make these. Because the thing with these is when I actually do sit down and work on them, like I'll be like, oh, I don't want to work on them. Oh, no. I don't even want to look at them. But no, I have to work on them. So I sit myself down and work on them. And like in an hour, I can get like several inches done. I'm like, oh, well, that wasn't so bad.
No.
What am I complaining about?
And you're liking them too. Like, and you want that finished product.
I want the finished object. And when I do work on them, they're easy to work on. And a lot of like, you can feel like, you know,
yeah, it's that accomplishment that you have when you're...
Yeah, you feel like you're getting somewhere, but then once I put them away, I don't want to work on them again. So anyway, so these are the Karen double layer mitts.
I love them still.
I have been wanting some double layer mitts forever, and I do want these mitts. At some point, they will be finished. I just can't guarantee when. I thought bringing them back for this cow because whips are allowed. What is the name of our cow, by the way?
Ready Your Woolies.
And
for once, I remember something. Ready Your Woolies. Ready Your Woolies. Our hashtag is Ready Your Cat. Ready Your Woolies 18, and it ends
next week.
June. Is it 30th? 30th.
Yeah, June 30th. So these are not going to be done.
Are you sure?
But they're not going to be done. They're not going to be done. But if you are working on anything that is an accessory, the whole idea of this cow was to get ready for the cooler weather coming, so that you already have hats and mitts and scarves and cows done and ready to wear. So the only thing not included are garments and socks.
Right.
But any kind of accessory, if you're working on them, whips were allowed. Yeah. So yeah, you have a week. If you're working on something, then you can enter it in the group. But this is what I wanted to do. I started these, like we said, in 2016. I really want these. I want them, but I don't want to work on them. So I did work on them a little bit. Last time I showed them,
pretty.
I had most of the lining done, and I didn't have the thumb done. I had the lining done. Well, I finished the thumb. Okay, so I finished the thumb. Yeah, all my ends are woven in for this part.
Very nice.
And then I've picked up, so you put, after you finish the mitt, these were done, I don't want to say these were done
top down,
toe up. So fingertip up.
There
I don't know.
Tip up.
Oh no. So you started here and then you knit this way. So the gusset was actually knit backwards, which was interesting. I enjoyed it. And then you put these stitches on hold, finished the thumb, and then came back, picked up, and now I'm doing the outer layer. So this will be flipped in, and this will be the outside of the mitt. So I've done there's a picot edge, so I'm just going to fold this in a little bit.
Oh, it's going to be in that way.
Yeah, so this is, so this lining is going to go boop, back up this way.
Right.
This is the cuff of the mitten, so there's a picot edge.
Very
you
nice.
See that? And then right now I'm working on the eyelet pattern. So there's an eyelet pattern where the lining color will peek through.
Yeah.
So yeah, now I'm working on, this is the cuff, and I think that's why I was like, oh no, I'm doing it wrong, because the eyelet pattern goes all the way around to a certain point, and then I'm going to start doing where the eyelet is only on the top, and it's stocking it on the palm of the hand. So I'm getting there. But that's the progress I've made. And I do like them. This is like a yak. It's like, I don't think I have my label. It's a bijou basin yarn. And it's like a yak blend. It's so soft.
It is. It's really soft.
Like these are going to be like my favorite mittens ever if I finish them.
Not if, when.
With me, I have to say if. I have to say if.
These you want this
I know I want them. I know I want them, but that's never a guarantee because I mean, technically every project I start I want, right? But so many of them end up getting frogged or whatever. Like I have to go through all my whips and do a big frogging. But yeah, like I want them. I just
I know.
I don't know. Hopefully
I get them done.
I do want them though.
I really like them. I think that yarn you picked was great.
I love the yarn I chose. The other yarn, the speckled yarn, was a hedgehog, a DK yarn. I love the yarn. I love the combination. Like I'm happy with everything. It's not like, oh, there's something off. Like sometimes it's the pattern that's off, or it's the yarn that doesn't quite go with the pattern, and then that kind of makes you stall out. I love everything about this project. It's just awesome. When I make things for me, they don't get done.
So why don't you just pretend you're making it for me?
Because I know I'm making them for me.
Well, if you don't like them, then I'll take them.
No, but I'm gonna like them. I'm gonna like them. But it's just, I don't want to work on them right now.
I know.
I don't want to work on them. So, I'm going to do my next whip too, right?
Okay. Yep, you are.
Okay, guys. Guys.
We have what?
We have 1 week left in June.
Like literally 7 days, isn't it, or something?
Exactly.
Like that?
Next Saturday is the last day of the month. And you know I'm doing the year-long Desert Vista Dye Works challenge.
Yes.
And I have, and this is only because of yesterday, I have one sock done.
Yay!
So yesterday afternoon, I was here.
Oh wow, you really knit your butt off.
And I sat down to work on them, and I was like internally freaking out a little bit because I was like, I have a week left, and I'm only done. Like usually by halfway point of the month, I have most of, or at least the first sock done.
Were you doing them in tandem again this time?
No, I've been doing one at a time. I just change things up every month.
No, I was just asking.
But usually by the 15th or so of the month, by the mid-month, I have at least the first sock done, or the first sock is almost done. Mm-hmm. And as of yesterday, with like a week left of the month, I hadn't done the heel yet. So I was like, I need to sit down and like concentrate and focus on these socks because I am not dropping out of this on month 6. Like, because this is, if I finish June, then I get the free skein, right?
That's right, 6 months.
Like, to do all these months and then drop out on, like, month 6, I'm like, no, it can't happen. So, I was working on it yesterday. I did the heel, German short row heel. I love how quick this heel is. So I did the heel, and then I did all of this. Like, I just decided I was just going to knit until I went to bed. So, whatever length of foot that was, like, whatever length of leg that was, that's what it was going to be, because yes, I could have stopped about here,
right?
Because you only need about a 3-inch leg to qualify. I could have stopped there, but I know I don't. Now that I'm wearing my socks more, I know I don't like a shorter leg, and I didn't see any point of stopping short and then not wanting to wear them because they weren't what I wanted.
Yeah, and I see you did a bigger cuff.
Yeah,
here,
because I started my I started my cuff, and then I just decided to knit until I went to bed.
Okay,
and this is how long the cuff ended up being. So the cuff is about that long. You can see that I did a 2x1 rip there. But otherwise, it's a pretty basic sock. I think I did 70 stitches with this instead of my 66.
Oh, okay. Is there a reason why?
I don't know. I think part of it is that the German short row heel, I like how it fits my heel, but it does fit differently than the Flegel heel.
Okay.
So I added stitches for a little more room, even though this does fit.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I don't know. It's like
without a gusset increase. Like
there's no gusset increase. Yeah. So I think I went up my stitch count a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, I do like how it fits, and I do like doing it. It's a super fast heel. So that is sock number 1. And then, did I cast on today? Or maybe this was 2 days ago. My time frame is gone. Did I cast on the toe last night? I think that was 2 days ago.
Oh, was it? And
then last night I cast on the toe, or yesterday I cast on the toe for the second one.
Okay.
I think that's what I did. Anyway. So I've got my toe cast on.
It's more than this.
It's not a toe caterpillar.
Okay, we're good. Oh, that's good. Phew. I was just like, that's going to be more so. Yeah. You're almost like halfway to the heel, so that's good.
Can you tell me something though, right? Okay. So, finished sock, right? Mm-hmm. You know how people will do this whole thing where they like fold it in half?
And it's usually half.
And it's usually about, like usually mine are about the same, maybe the cuff might be a little shorter than the toe, okay? So
the cuff's always shorter than the toe.
I try and get Okay. Yeah, see, I'm basically there.
Yeah.
Okay, so like there's my toe, and when I fold this in half with the heel, my cuff comes up to there. It's almost the same length, right?
Never.
Almost the same. Okay, why is it that the foot feels like it takes forever? I was able to do a heel and do the whole leg in the sock in an afternoon, like not even the whole day. Like after this was, say, from when Avery got home from school to when I went to bed, I was able to do the heel and the leg. And then the foot feels like it takes, like I've been working on this since yesterday.
I feel like forever.
It feels like it's taking forever.
I know.
Why is that?
It's just like when you go on a road trip and you're going somewhere and it feels like it takes forever, but when you come home, it's like
faster?
It feels like we're home in 5 minutes. You just click your heels and you're like,
why
we made it home.
Is this because I'm working on this? I'm like, oh, I did the whole half the sock in one day. I can whip this out, and this feels like it's taking forever.
I think it's because we dread the getting there. Knowing when we're at the halfway mark and we're almost done, I think it's
once I get the heel done, I feel like I just zoom through the leg, but the foot takes so long. I think I'll still be okay because I keep reminding myself that I've knit a whole pair in 4 days before.
That's right.
But the thing is, it's not like I don't have the days where I can just sit and knit all day. Like I have stuff to do, right? So I'm hoping I should be able to do this within a week though.
Well, Avery's in school this whole week.
She's until Thursday. She has a payday on
Friday. That's right. So,
but I know that I have custom orders. I have a wholesale order. Like I have stuff I have to do. I can't just sit and work on the sock, right? So, I'm pretty confident. I'd say I'm 95% confident I'm gonna finish it.
I'm sure you will. You have till Saturday.
Yeah, I have till
her time midnight, which is like 2 hours ahead of our time.
She posted on my Instagram when I said, I don't know if I'm going to finish. And it's her time, which is 3
Arizona
hours
time.
ahead. So it's like 3 hours, so midnight, so it's like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, 2 or 3
It's like I have until 3 in the morning on the 1st.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
For us.
Yeah.
To get this done. And
totally.
I don't.
You can do it.
I'm pretty sure I can do it.
I know you can do it.
Okay, Jeanette, if you're watching, you can do it too because she's behind too.
Jeanette, you totally can do it.
Do this, Jeanette. It's June. Don't drop out. Don't drop out in June. She's super fast too, but I think it's the same thing with her. She just has her.
I know she's
her
been
life is
so
busy.
I miss watching you, Jeanette. Just
I know we miss you, Jeanette.
I feel like I'm not part of your life right now anymore.
Don't drop out in June. We can do it.
Don't drop out. You totally can do it.
But yeah, I'm pretty confident I can do it. But
that reminds me, I got to go add my pictures to her thread for her 18 of.
Yeah, I've been doing that. I've been keeping up on that. But yeah, there's always that little part that you're just like, oh, what if I don't? But I can.
You can do it as long as you have the time to do it, and that's all you.
That's the problem.
The only thing is you might only have to work on this though.
Well, it just might mean there's several nights where I stay up a little later than I normally do.
Ooh, past 9:30.
10:30. Thank you very much. 10:30.
That's because she shuts her phone off at 9:30.
Yeah, my phone goes off has a do not disturb function as of like 9:30 because I'm like I just don't want to talk to people after 9:30. But I stay up till 10:30. Thank you.
That's because we do late night shopping and we get in trouble.
It's trouble. It's just trouble. So yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
But I can do it.
That's good. I know you can. I don't doubt it for a second. So when you want to do something, you'll do it.
I will be. Yeah, I'll check in like the night before, and we'll see where we are. I'm pretty confident I can do it.
Excellent. That's good.
All right, so those are my whips, and now you have some finished objects.
Yeah, so diamonds are forever, and I'm super, super happy with these. Mm-hmm. Look at my mitts. So these mitts here were so easy to do and so much fun. And they were from tip down, because I don't know what else to call that either.
Yeah,
tip down.
Fingertip down.
And
fingertip up? I don't know.
But you started with the thumbs, which I thought was interesting.
See, that's very interesting.
That was really interesting to me. You started with the thumbs, and this is a paid pattern, like a whole $2 people. I was the first person that did the pattern, besides the designer showing it in the main page. And I couldn't be happier. I followed it exactly. It fits because I have my nails, I added, I think, like an extra half an inch in here. And I wish I would have added a little bit more for my thumbs. That's the only thing I didn't do. But I did add more rows in here. So that gave me a little bit more length to it. But, and really she had like, you can knit till your cuff comes down to here.
Well, yeah, because you're doing there, so you can just use up all your
I could, and I didn't. I didn't want to. I didn't need a longer cuff than this. This already was a long enough cuff for me. Because sometimes with my coats, I have to fold my cuffs up because I have cuffs in my coat, and then I can't get my mitts in them. But I love it. And this yarn is the Fiber Nymph.
You didn't give them a chance to say it first.
I'm sorry.
You've only seen this yarn
have you not seen it like
billion times? Yeah.
So this is Fiber Nymph, and this is Welcome to Whoville, and it is absolutely one of my favorite colorways I've ever worked with. I have to say that. And This is actually all of Lisa's yarn that I use for all of my projects, my hat, my shawl, and my mitts. It was the first time I was using Lisa's yarn, even though I've purchased her yarn.
Okay.
And I have it in my stash. I've never used it because I just, there's a color that I love, and yeah, it's too special. But this I loved and I had to make because I love it. I can't wait. So I'm super excited that we did this, Cal, so that I have this for when the winter comes. I'm prepared with a whole new set this year that I'm going to be really happy with wearing. And so, yeah, the pattern way. Oh, that was the only one that I didn't pull up. Funny how that worked. I had every other pattern way except for the one that I needed to pull up. Oh, no, I did. I'm sorry. I did. Silly me. It's called Use All the Yarn Mittens. Use All the Yarn Mittens by Erica Kemp. Broughton. Is that how you pronounce that? Broughton? Broughton. And sorry, I'm bad at doing names. I try. I try to read what I see and I spell it out. So I really love these, and I'm very, very happy with them. And they're done. So there's my finished object. My second finished object, good thing. So I was traveling this week. My travel plans got a little messed up, but it's okay. Tiffany always has a backup plan because I always have plan A and plan B. I got, fiber stuck to my lip. So I brought this with me on the plane, and I ended up sitting in the airport for a bit, and I got my hat finished before I got on the plane. So I had the shawl, that lace alpaca shawl, the black one, with me on the plane. I brought that as a second project because I thought, oh no, just in case, maybe. Yep. You never know. I didn't think I'd finish this hat, but it's finished.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, it's so soft.
It is very soft.
This is also 100% alpaca. And I have to, I just found out. So, this is Juniper Moon Farm Harriet. And I believe they're going to be discontinuing.
Oh no.
Like they're not going to be Juniper Moon
like the brand, not just this yarn.
Juniper Moon Farm is going to be not making stuff anymore. I was just at a shop and that's what she was telling me, because I was like,
pattern.
She was trying to tell me to buy this Harriet yarn. And I'm like, I just finished a project. I literally had it in the car. And I could take off my thing now. I don't need my progress creeper on here. My Wonder Woman. I loved it. I love knitting it. Look at the texture in there. And I really, really enjoyed this hat. Again, I followed instructions perfectly. Now there is a pom-pom that's going to go on this hat. Look at the top of that though. So the only thing was weird was like you knit and then you stop and then all of a sudden you're knitting like you're just doing a plain
like the top, it doesn't really, the pattern doesn't
stops.
like swirl, it just kind of...
Yeah. You see how it just stops and you do, but then there's that little swirl. So I'm going to put a pom-pom on it, and you have the pom-poms I think beside you somewhere there, but it's okay. So there are 4 little mini white pom-poms that I'm going to tie together and put a bigger white pom-pom on the top. So this hat here,
they're all in bags.
Yeah, I haven't put them together yet. I got to fluff them up, and then I need to somehow. They think there's that hook on the bottom, isn't there? And if not, then I was going to just pin it, like go through it.
She's got 4 of these.
I got 4 little white pom-poms. Aren't they adorable? And they're soft, and they're going to go on the top of this. I love. See, look at that
cluster.
The white will look really nice. So let me show you, because I can show you this. So I'm not sure if it's pronounced Kari.
Just show it.
And there we go.
However they want to say it.
And Maria is the designer by this, and it's Costumavara, I believe is how she pronounces it. And she's also on Instagram, but I love this pattern, and this was a free pattern. So I really enjoyed it. I really love the texture to it. At first I wasn't sure when I started doing the first row or two, and then I did a little bit, I got into the inch of the rows, and I loved it. And I think this is like a twisted rib, which is really pretty, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, it has a tiny bit of slouch when I wear it. I'm going to take me out. Today's casual day, people. It's raining here and like mucky because there's a bit of humidity. So I went cash today. Yeah, so this has like, I think, a little bit of a slouch when I wear it. So I think the pom-pom will look really cute on it. And yeah, I really enjoyed this. So, and it's alpaca. Again, something more.
But it's very light. Like it's not a heavy hat. No. It's not thick.
No, and I was scared when I was knitting this because I've never knit with alpaca before. This was like my first finished object I have with alpaca, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's so drapey, so drapey," and I thought it would be like silk where it would just go flop.
No, I think it depends on your gauge too, though. Like that's a pretty dense fabric stitch.
It is, and that's why I wanted texture to it, because I figured the texture would give it a little bit more sturdiness to it, And that's what I was looking for when I did this. But I really, really, really enjoy it. So there's the texture of it. You can see that. Yep, so that's my 2 finished objects. Yay! And both of these were for the Ready Your Woolly... No. Yes, both of these were for the Ready Your Woolly Cal. And our Cal ends on June 30th. So you still have time to get your stuff in there and get all those items finished for the winter so you can have some fun down knitting through the rest of the summertime.
Yeah, and not have to worry about when the cold weather comes.
Yeah, you'll be prepared.
Yep.
And I really enjoyed doing that.
Some of us will be.
Your fingers might be a little cold. Well, you might finish them by the time
I might, you know what, I
to
can see maybe having one mitten done and part of the second mitten done, and then I think by the time that cold weather hits, I'll be like more motivated to finish those off.
Yeah, you might be.
I might be. Might not be, but...
You might be. You never know. We'll see. So, I think you don't have any whips today?
I already showed
FOs? Sorry. Nope. No FOs.
No FOs.
So, let's talk about our new Cal then.
Yeah. So we talked about this briefly last episode when we were on location.
Yes. That was nice actually, being on
was very
location.
nice.
I like that.
Yeah, it was fun.
So this Cal here that we're doing is for July and August.
Yeah.
It's a 2-month Cal again, so it gives you lots of time. And we decided to do something patriotic. And what's patriotic to you might be different than what's patriotic to us. And as long as you can explain it,
you just have to sell it to us.
Sense, we're good.
And it can be anything. Like it can be, like we said, it can be where you're from, your family's from, like your favorite sports team, just anything that you feel patriotic about. Just you tell us why that project or yarn or pattern or what element of your project fits into the Cal. Tell us why, and you're good.
That's right.
Yeah, and we're not going to put a yarn requirement on it. It's just we just want it to be a fun
summertime
Cal, fun summertime Cal where you can make little projects or big projects, whatever you want. Just tell us why.
Yeah.
But I think we're both doing things to do with are you doing something Canadian?
Kind of, yeah. You want to go first?
I'll go first because mine's pretty straightforward. So I'm going with the whole Canadian thing, and there are a lot of Canadian Cals that go through the summer because it is Canada Day, July 1st. It's in July, so there's lots of Canadian Cals. If you do something like that, you can double dip in multiple places. So I have picked a Canadian yarn and a Canadian pattern. Now, not like all of the elements of your project don't have to fit, but I just happen to have two elements that fit. So I'm going to be making some socks with a skein of yarn that I picked up last year.
I remember that.
In Picton. That's the first time we went to the
Picton Fair.
Yeah, the Picton Fair. And this is from Dyed by Lindsay. We always love to go see her.
I love seeing Lindsay.
And I just saw this, and originally...
Hi, Lindsay.
So it's a tweed.
It's awesome.
And originally when I picked this up, I thought this would be, like, I knew it would be a nice man yarn. And I thought I was going to make the socks for Dennis. And I remember that. I don't make socks for Dennis with indie dyed yarn anymore.
That changed after we bought that last year.
yeah. So, within the last couple of months, one of my brothers was over at my house, and he went to pick. I told him to pick out a skein of the yarn that he liked for his socks, and he picked this. So these are going to be brother socks. And then our friend Carolyn McPherson recently came out with a new pattern. It was just released, and I think I'm going to do this pattern. So these are the stressless socks. And the pattern is written for both fingering weight and bulky weight. So they can be like a regular sock or like a slipper sock.
Oh, wow, nice.
They're toe up, and there's a garter heel, a garter toe. And I think the whole point of the pattern is just for it to be easy. Like just a good summer project where you don't have to think, like you don't have to stress about it. A mindless, stress-free pattern. And so I thought these would be really cool. I have never done a sock with a garter sole or a garter toe. So these are gonna be fun. I think they're gonna look neat in this.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I think it'll be really nice. I think the texture in that will be really nice with the
I think they're gonna be pretty comfy.
And it being the tweedy yarn and stuff.
Yeah, I think they're gonna suit this yarn, and I think they're gonna make a nice
probably a squishy bottom.
Yeah,
with that garter. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing.
Very nice. So my yarn, nor my pattern, my yarn and the indie dyer is not Canadian, but the pattern that the indie dyer or that the pattern maker designed this for,
she is twisting this,
is Canadian. Yes. So, I could show it. Well, no, let me talk about the pattern first. So the pattern is by Hohi Logatelli, and I really do love the way she designs. And I'm really excited to do this. I saw this shawl in person when I was at the Knit for Fun retreat and Buds retreat in November when I got to meet Hohi. And she had it there as one of her demos when we were talking about color in classes. And it was amazing. And I fell in love with it. And it is the Jody shawl for the grocery girls. And it's just so pretty. Like right there is her colors that she uses. And it's so pretty. I really like this. And it's a DK weight shawl. So, sorry for the crinkle, but I even switched up my colorways because we picked out something that we thought based on the pictures.
The thing is, yeah, we picked it out based on the pictures. We went through her Ravelry stash and was like, oh, DK, you know, oh, that, and throughout the work. And then you brought those out.
That's right.
And you made a change.
Yeah. And I made a change. So, this is Two Guys yarn that I got from SSK a few years back, and it's an MCN, and the color is titanium. Look at that. That's a stunning, see, I like that. That's a really nice gray. It's a lighter gray. Now, this, I even have that in there. So this here is Holiday Yarns. Look at that speckle. And it's also called, it's also a DK, it's a super sheep DK, and it's Nora's Birthday Confetti. I really like this color. This was actually a trip purchase. I bought this at Knit in Rosslyn, New York, from their yarn shop, and I remember going there. It was a really, really nice yarn shop she had, and I really liked that shop. And this was probably at least 2 years ago. I think it even has a date on here, probably when I bought this. 2016? No, 2015? Does that say 2015? 2015.
Yep.
Look at that. I'm using older stash.
Yep.
I don't even know when I purchased that. Now, this yarn is Ginger Twist Studio, and it is from the UK. Now, this is a sport weight yarn, and it's called Hot Fuzz. This is a very special yarn for me because Deb, that we met at Highlands on the Fly knitting retreat, pulled this out, and I kept seeing it across the room, and my eyes would just like beam to it, and I just loved it, and she gifted it to me, which was really, really sweet of her, and so this means a lot to me. And to put these three together, oh my god, look at that. That is awesome. So this is going to be my Jody shawl, and it's going to go this way on me. So the bottom part.
Yeah, the border,
The bottom part will be the border so it pops.
Yeah, because then hers is darker too. It starts with a light gray. I think it looks nice.
But I looked at a lot of them, and some people do like a pop up here. But then I thought maybe because the pink looks good around my neck, and you'll see that a lot.
But also it's going to be bunched up.
But it will be very light down here. So I am going to be doing it this way.
Yeah.
So these are my colors. I think that's going to look amazing in the Jody shawl. I'm really excited to knit this up. And I have exactly enough yarn for all of them. And so this is, this is falling apart. So this is a MCN. This is a normal superwash merino. And this here actually is a merino and mulberry silk. And it's really nice and soft too. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Even though this is soft, I mean, these are a little bit softer, yes, granted. But
you can tell the difference in the
fibers.
fibers.
You can. Yeah, I love it. So I'm really excited. This is the shawl I'm making. None of these yarns are Canadian. just the pattern person, like the pattern.
The inspiration.
The inspiration of the
pattern inspiration is Canadian.
And so Jody from the Grocery Girls, and I'm really excited to make it. I think it's a beautiful pattern. I can't wait. And that's what I'm doing for Raquel.
Cool.
Yeah. So. This, I can't wait to cast on. I've been dying to do this. Yeah, I'm excited to do this. So we're good to do this. And I'm glad I had stash to do this because I was looking to shop for something for this.
And I think for this one, I don't know if we said this before, but we're not doing any whips, right? Because there's
no whips for this one.
Yeah, because they can be small projects and there's no yarn requirement. It's just cast on no earlier than July 1st and finish your project by August 31st.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. We're keeping it simple.
Yeah.
And just sell it to us what you're doing patriotic for. It could even be a sports team, whatever you like.
It could be like university, it could be whatever.
Whatever you like. So we're good with it. So that's all we got for Raquel?
Yep.
Okay, so we're on to Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend.
We have some enabling.
I'm so excited.
We don't always have enabling, especially with this challenge. There's been a lot of episodes where we don't have any enabling.
Yeah. Or it's just a little thing like here,
there. Yeah. And I have quite a bit today.
So do I.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, so you want to... I think I have 1, 2, 3, and then this. So this we can do at the same time.
So I have 2 things that have come into my life. I did not buy them, but they've come into my stash. And then we got... Do you want to get yours?
Yes.
We got our June shipment of our Stitch Jones Club. Right?
Yeah.
That's what it's called, right?
My hubby picked it up the other day from the mailbox like a few days ago, and he's like, you got yarn? And I'm like, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. Yeah. I totally forgot. It was so exciting.
Yeah. That's like Avery, because Dennis will pick up the mail and bring it home, and she comes, Mommy, you got a package. I'm like, I got a package. What? I was like, what is this yarn? I haven't ordered yarn.
I know.
And then somewhere it says the name.
Oh, mine said it. Oh, on the top here.
So it said her name. I was like, oh yeah, our club shipment. That's right. So our June club. We haven't opened it. Last time we opened it beforehand. And this time, we haven't opened it yet. We haven't opened it.
Nope.
So we're going to open that together.
That's exciting. Alrighty. So
who's starting?
I have 3 things that I have purchased, and what do you have?
I have these 2 things. So,
okay.
How about I go and then you go and then we'll do our club. Sure. Okay. So the first one I have here is a skein of turtle pearl worsted in the derby color. It's very
awesome.
beautiful. So I got this as part of, I mentioned before that I am one of the moderators of the color swap, and we do 4 swaps a year, and we pick a theme for each swap, and the one we recently completed was each participant put together a bundle of patterns, and then their swap partner picked one of those and then created a kit. So I got some other yarn to go with some patterns that I got sent, and then she had this sent to me directly. So because my partner was in the UK, she ordered from Turtle Pearl and had it shipped to me directly.
Very nice.
So yeah, so this showed up, and again, this showed up in the mail, and I was like, what? Turtle Pearl? I didn't order any Turtle Pearl, but she had said that there was one more thing coming, so it didn't take me long to figure it out. So that's my one stash acquisition. It's so pretty. And it's nice that it's worsted, because I have a lot of striping sock yarn.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's worsted. So
very nice.
It's nice to have some worsted.
In a self-striping
I think so,
because
I think she does a striping. I think that's her thing, right? So
I think she's now getting into some tonals, and because it's not Genevieve that does the shop anymore. She sold it.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Debbie, if I want to. I think. Please don't quote me on that. And I know if you're telling me I'm wrong, you're telling me what it is. But, yeah, I think that's who it is. That's an interesting color.
Mm-hmm. I did not order this.
Did you win it?
I did.
Congratulations!
Okay, so I told you about this.
Yes, but it's like this was this one you told me on picked on the way home.
Yeah, I showed you on the home. So the other thing I have is I mentioned, like, I think at the beginning of the year that one of the knit-alongs that I'm participating on Ravelry this year is for the Just One More Row podcast. Mm-hmm. And they are doing, it's like every 2 months. So they're doing it in 2-month blocks. And what you do is you just go into the thread for those 2 months. So like, I think right now it's May, June is one block. And you just post any project that you make that you have started and finished within May and June. And it has to be more than 150 yards. So any project that uses more than 150 yards that is started and finished within that time block, you just post in one post, like, so all your projects go in one post. And then they do draws, like somehow, like so for January, February was the first one, and they just drew some winners from each one, and blah, blah, blah.
Very nice.
So I was one of the winners for the January, February draw.
Yay!
And so I won. Yeah, so there, and I sent a little button, so that's the podcast. And this is one of the few audio podcasts that I listen to. I really, really enjoy it. I put it on when I'm sewing, and I don't want to be distracted.
Excuse me.
I really enjoy their podcast, so I won. And this is perfect, too, because I was telling you before how Dana keeps putting up pictures on Instagram of her updates, and the yarn is beautiful. She does beautiful yarn, and I'm constantly tempted, and it just does not fit into our stash challenge.
Oh, you need to tell them which Dana.
Dana of one online.
Oh, you didn't say that, did you?
I did.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I miss that? I thought you just said Dana, but it keeps putting up.
Anyway, my bad. So she keeps posting all these beautiful pictures, and I want them, and I can't have them because it doesn't, like, the whole purpose of our challenge is to really cut down on those impulse internet purchases and focus more on, like, local
impulse buys,
more on local, like, show purchases, right? So I haven't been able to get any of her yarn
unless you have gift cards,
and I don't have any gift cards.
And she's a private shop now.
So I don't have any gift cards. So yeah, I won 2 skeins of her yarn.
Color.
And it's called Black Cherry, so it's like this pinky red.
I really like that color.
And it's a sport. 2 skeins of sport weight. Like, I could do 274 yards. I could do a nice project with that. I could do a pretty nice project with that. Well, not like, it depends for myself, right? It depends.
That's a really nice color.
It is.
I have Dana's yarn. I bought it SSK. I think my first SSK.
I don't have any of her yarn.
And I really like the way she dyes.
I do. Like her pictures.
I always have.
You know what I'm dying to get? She started recently becoming a Color Street consultant. And she's been doing, so Color Street is like these they're real nail polish, like that you can put on your nails and then they're like nail polish. And she's been doing these sets where she dyes yarn to match some of the designs, and I've loved those. I really want to get some, but I can't.
I love the inspiration of
that. I love anything when you're dyeing from something. I think you get really interesting results from it.
Dana's a sweetheart. I got to meet her at the first SSK. That's where I bought my yarn. Oh, I really like her. And then she used to come by SSK, even though I was there. She would come on the Saturdays for just the market day. Yeah. And I saw her a few years ago when I was actually helping Susan Desert's Dyer do her booth. It was really nice to see Dana again. But yeah, like just her yarn, when she almost closed down her yarn shop, I thought, no, she's one of the originals. You know, like
she's been around for a while.
I think it's been 2016 or 13 or something.
Probably
like
earlier
that.
than that. Like I think it's like the
2009,
2008, between 2008 and 2010 is kind of the beginning of that like, burgeoning like indie dyer thing. So she was around then, maybe even before that. I don't know. Wow. Like it was one. But
she's got a great color sense. Yeah. And now with her using that nail, let's call it nail polish. She uses that as an inspiration. I love when people come up with ideas and they're creative like that to use as inspiration, and then the pops that you find in the yarn to match that is amazing. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad she's still dyeing, and oh my god, her daughter's adorable. Like, oh, she's just like a mini her. So yeah. Okay. I was traveling, so this is a little bit of last month? What are we in now? June. So this was May. So this is my May purchase. I went to Long Island, New York, and don't kill me for my friends that live there. Literally, I flew in at night, arrived at the hotel, I think it was 1-something in the morning, did all my business trip I had to do, and as I was heading back to the airport, I had 2 different yarn shops that I could drop into that were on the route that literally I could not spend more than 15-20 minutes in, otherwise I would miss my flight. One of them was, I think Rumpelstiltskin was the yarn shop, and it was a really huge yarn shop. Had very, very little yarn in this shop. Had gorgeous patterns that were on mannequins. One of them I really liked, and the only way you can buy the yarn in the pattern is if you took her class. And majority of her shop was based on that. You had to take her classes in order to get the yarns and patterns, and otherwise there was very minimal to buy there. So that was kind of disappointing because I was like, really, you won't even sell me the pattern? And she was like, no, you need to take but I'm like, I'm not from here. So literally I walked out without getting anything. But it was a really nice shop, and if I lived in the area, I thought it was nice that she does those classes together, and you're all knitting in a group and you're knitting on the same project. That's cool. But for the people that want to knit at home, I thought, that's interesting. Like,
either that, or the people who are like you, going through and just visiting and wanting to support shops in the area, and they can't because there's nothing there to buy.
Like there was a bit, but it wasn't anything that really struck my fancy or that I didn't have or something like that. So yeah. So on the way, I stopped at a gorgeous yarn shop called the Knitted Pearl. And I met Patty, the owner, and there was a young girl that was working there as well. And this shop is beautiful. She carries so many different indie dyers and so much different types of yarns, and has amazing samples. I really love this shop. And it was in such a cute little town. And I think it was like up near Oyster Bay. That's where it was, Oyster Bay. Yes. It was really, really cute. I really like the town. Like, if I could have spent more time there, I would have walked around and done some of the other shops, maybe done like lunch or dinner or something there. But I really liked her yarn shop. So if you live in that area or you're close to it, go check it out because it was a lot of fun. This is, this was a color purchase. It had nothing to do with anything else. It was based on color. So this is a Mad Tosh ASAP. Funny thing, it was also on sale, so I got a great deal on it. Look at that. The turquoise and the orange is what sold me. I walked around her whole store 3 times.
It's got pink in it too. So.
Yeah, it does. It has the pink and the purple, but it was the turquoise and orange that sold me.
But it's the perfect turquoise and it's the perfect orange.
I know. Isn't it gorgeous? So this was enough to make a hat out of, and really what I'd love to find is an orange pom-pom. Like, I would love an orange pom-pom that matches this orange. I will.
She has awesome pom-poms.
To match this orange, I want an orange pom-pom right to the top of my head, and I wanted to get a nice bulky hat out of this. It didn't even matter the pattern to me right now. I couldn't figure anything else out. She had such beautiful yarns, and everything was fingering weight, and there was gorgeous stuff, even indie dyers I never heard of, but I was like, this kept calling me back. I don't know why. It was just the colors. Even though the other colors had pink and bling, this called me back. And again, I didn't want fingering. I wanted something different, right? So that was one. And again, go check out the Knitted Pearl. Really, Patty is a sweetheart. Her shop is really nice. She has classes there and everything. But the samples, you couldn't imagine. Like, I love samples. I like seeing samples. It gives me ideas of what to look for or to buy, or something that you see online that you never get to really see in person, and to touch and feel it, or to really see the shape or everything of it makes a big difference for me. I really enjoyed that. So that was one purchase. Then I was in Guelph, and I don't know if I put the card in here. I didn't. Oh yes, I did. I'm smart sometimes. So all strung out. So Sophie from Dauphina Bags, is that what her bag company is called? I think, yes. Sophie suggested me to go check out this yarn shop in Guelph when I was there, and thank you so much, because I walked in, there was a bunch of knitters at the table knitting, and she has stunning shawls all up on her walls, like amazing lace shawls. You know, there's like those double-sided lace that you do with all the details and beading. Of course, there was a shawl I found on the wall that I loved, and of course, guess what yarn it was knit with most of? Allegria.
Of course. Of course. It's her favorite yarn.
She didn't have that. And then I was like, well, I can't buy it, even though it's like a project. I'm not allowed to buy a project when I travel. I'm only allowed to buy one skein when I travel. So I got this.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
This is Timber Yarns, and it's a twin sock.
Oh, so it's like 50-50 and then a mini?
Yeah, so it's 50-50, so it's already split for me, so I can do my two at a time, with a mini for toes and if I want to do heels or cuff.
Cool.
So this colorway is called Optimistic, which I thought was cool, and I don't know if and the pink is rosy. Look at that. So it matched perfectly, and it gave me something different. It was different colors, so it has a lime green in it, but it still has the turquoise and all my stuff.
It's still, it is a little different.
But it's really pretty, so I really enjoyed this.
Is that striping or variegated?
It's a self-striping.
Cool.
Yeah. So this is also Timber Yarn is Canadian.
I've never heard of them.
Yeah, it's Sophie's friend. Then she sells to the shop, and it was. I really liked it. I really liked the fact that it was split. It reminded me of Mustache Yarns when she does her splits like this, and this is really nice. So this was another one I did, and again, this is from All Strung Out. So if you're in the Guelph area, go check out her yarn store. Hopefully, there's no reflection on that. Okay, my last purchase was literally this week. I was traveling again. This week travels was a little bit crazy. My flight got delayed 3 times. It's exhausting sitting in airport, you know, from like, let's say 6 o'clock till midnight. Because there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
And
even with knitting.
Yeah, and you get tired. And I was getting tired, and I just wanted to come home now. I was tired. And then literally the night before, I had 3 hours of sleep. I don't know why, but I did. And this trip was a little nuts for me. My work stuff didn't ship out properly the way it needed to be. So I was stressing, and then I had to do work on Saturday and get things prepared. And everything just switched up. So backup plans. I always have a backup plan, but I had to kick them into play. And so this yarn here was from a shop. Now, again, there's not many yarn shops open on Mondays when I travel. So that's the other thing that I have a hard time finding, is a yarn shop open on Monday. But as I was driving back to the airport, I was literally coming across from like Springfield, Massachusetts, somewhere out that way, and I was coming back to Boston because I was flying to Boston, and trying not to hit traffic on that interstate. Trying to avoid all the sheriffs that were out there. Oh my God. I'm so lucky. And the funny thing was, I was driving this little car, and it had Ontario license plates on it. So the worst people could think is, hey, there's a crazy Canadian driving, because I was flying, trying not to get in traffic. And I found this shop called Creative Warehouse. This place was it was in like a mini industrial kind of mall, and it was big. It had a whole front section and a back section, and I'm sure there's a warehouse part in the back too. She was packed with yarns almost floor to ceiling. not many indie dyes. So this was, Bye Yarns was one of the yarns she carried. And this is Lajola. And this is, of course, it's pink. And it's called Falling in Love. And it's just superwash merino yarn. There's no nylon in this. But I thought for what I needed it for, it'd be okay. And because it's not a whole sock I'm going to make out of it. But so Creative Warehouse Yarns, I apologize. My card, I don't know what I did with it. I thought I had it. But they're in Needham, Massachusetts. And they were open Monday. Lucky me. Because I'm like, how can nothing be open on a Monday? There's always something there always is one yarn shop that I'm going to find that will be open on a Monday. So what I wanted to do for this is I found this sock pattern by Shannon Squire. She produced Socks for Busy Bees 3. And there's 3 sock patterns. And, oh, sorry, you can't see those. Let me make that bigger. There's 3 sock patterns. And they're all anklets, and I really like them. And, oh, sorry, this side. This one here is the one I wanted. So I wanted to do that pink was what this pink was going to be. And then I'm going to look through my stash and see if I have something speckly or even like a lighter speckly color. And that's what I wanted to do with this because I fell in love with these socks when I saw them. They're called Free Time. She has free time, downtime, and spare time. Yeah. And they were on a special deal when I bought them. But
oh, they're cute.
I love them. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the pattern,
I think part of it was the color.
The color, and then part of it was the uniqueness of the pattern.
Yeah.
I just thought it was really cool. Now, that's definitely going to be a different kind of heel for me, the way she's doing it, I think, and everything. So I'm going to be doing a different heel for it.
Okay, though. It's just a flap. It's very similar to
the
Fleagle with the flap.
Yeah, and I'm okay with it. Learning something new and then, and doing something different. So that was my last purchase. That's all I got. Yes. One at each shop. Sometimes I'll message her because I forget. I'm like, what can I do when I'm shopping at on a vacation? She's like, one skein. So one skein. I got one skein. So we're good. So now we're on to our. I'm so excited to open this up.
Yeah. Okay. So do you have your scissors? So just as a reminder, the Stitch Jones Club. There's 4 shipments for the year, so we have 2 more to go. And they're all themed about women singers, right? Women musicians. And you had your choice between a main skein of yarn and a secondary skein of yarn, or the main skein of yarn and fiber. So you got the 2 yarns. So the main skein and then the secondary skein. And then I got the main skein and the fiber. So our main skein should be the same if it's the same as last time.
Right.
We should have the same main skein.
Right.
And then your secondary skein and my fiber will be different. And then there's supposed to be extras.
There's paper in here, so I'll take the paper out. That's awesome. I loved having the surprise come because I totally forgot about it.
Ooh.
A package. Oh, yes.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be
Cindy Lauper.
She gave that hint last time, and so we suspected it would be Cindy Lauper. All right, go ahead.
It is different than so that would be the same?
Yeah.
Okay, so June 2018, Cindy Lauper. Package contains featured yarn, deluxe worsted superwash, time after time. Do we want to show that?
Yeah, okay. Because ours should be the same.
Is that going to be...
Oh, is that going to be... Wait. Yeah, there we go. That's
sorry.
because this is the same.
My skein fell apart.
This is really soft.
Together. I know. Okay, we're just going to kind of tuck that back together.
So it's worsted weight.
Sorry, my skein fell apart. So it's
wash merino.
Time after time. Yeah. Same color.
Yeah. Yours seems to have more purple.
Because I'm not a big yellow fan. And there's 2 different yellows in here. Yeah. Do you see those 2 different yellows?
Yeah, there's orange. But I like it. I like it. It's very soft. I like it.
Where's an orange? There's orange in it?
There's like
like that banana yellow?
Peachy. Oh, I call this more of like a...
Oh.
Peach, like that to me is more of a soft orange.
This is all over the place.
Peachy orange. It's very soft.
It is.
But you definitely have more of a vibrant purple.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't call it orange. To me, it's like it's a banana yellow.
No, it's not banana. What bananas are you getting?
And then that's like sunshine yellow. Because one's brighter than the other.
That's not banana.
That's okay.
Anyway.
Still like it.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, so yeah.
The yarn alternative is Soft Touch MCN Fingering
So that's what she
Shebop.
got.
No wonder this was so soft when I touched it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I did not get this.
Look at that. That's totally my color.
Is it a lace?
It's an it doesn't even say fingering.
Really?
Yeah. It looks
fine.
The inside.
It does look fine. 400 yards, so no fingering.
Yeah.
80, 10, 10. It's very soft.
So your fiber...
That's pretty. That's like purples and grays and pinks.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm happy with this. So now your fiber selection is merino tinsel, beautiful like a rainbow. Oh, wow. I like that rainbow.
Look at that. And because of the tencel, it's like muted.
Oh, I like
that. Did she say, yeah,
Tencel
is kind of like, it acts the same as like a bamboo or something like that, where it mutes the colors and adds a shine. So
that's really pretty.
That's going to be very interesting to spin. But yeah, it's like this rainbow.
Yeah.
I like that.
I do. I like that too. So
I think this is going to have to be a beaded yarn. Okay, you know me and my beaded yarn. I just like doing them. No, but because it's going to be so drapey, I feel like this needs to be a beaded yarn. Maybe even just on part of it, like not the whole skein, but like if I do it towards the end, so that like if you did a shawl or something, it would just be the border.
The yarn that Jen got from you, that rainbow, and she put on the shawl was absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it worked really well with that pattern.
You put beads in there.
Yeah,
and I heard you took that over to the bead people beside you. Went, see, I can put beads in.
No, because okay. So this is what happened. So at the Frolic, the booth next to me was Bead FX, which is a Toronto-based bead shop. And I order the beads that I use for my spinning from them, right? So when they set up next to me, I was like, oh, did you bring any of the, 6, I don't know if I forget if I get 6 or 8. I think they're 8s. I don't remember, 6 or 8 Mayukis, right? And they're like, oh no, those aren't used for knitting. And I was like, well, I use them for spinning, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we'd never heard of that or thought of that. And then Jen showed up wearing the shawl, knit from the yarn that I did with the spinning. And so I was like, oh, can you go over there and show them, show them what those beads look like in the yarn, right? So she did. And then I felt bad because at the Fenland Falls show, they brought those beads.
Oh, it's funny.
They're like, oh, we brought the beads. I was like, I don't need any right now, like, because I'm working on a project.
Right.
And I have the beads for that I bought from them. But I don't like buying the beads until I know what I'm working on.
That's funny.
So that I can match the yarn. So like I think this would really really pretty with like a clear iridescent bead because it would pick up all those colors. But yeah, I buy the beads when I'm working on a project because I don't need to.
That would go really nicely with my blue.
Actually,
I could totally use that if you spin that for me. Wait, let me take it out of the bag. I could totally use that.
It's gonna be shinier.
This is an MCN.
Yeah, this matches like that.
That's an MCN, and it's like it's Olympian blue.
This is also very soft. I like this. Nice. This is something new. I would never order a merino tencel. I haven't been ordering a lot of fiber. I know, but I like this. This is something new to try. I like that.
That's awesome. I really like that.
Yeah,
it's really nice. Okay, so the pattern is Pearls Just Want to Have Fun cowl, and let's see if I could. You can kind of see it's a darker picture. Can you see that? It's a darker picture. That's the cowl. So the gift is a handmade notions pouch from 2 Sticks in You. Oh, cool! And they're the same too.
And there's a stitch marker.
There's a stitch marker on the inside. Yeah. And it's just a what's that called? Canvasy?
Yeah,
like a canvas.
Nice canvas.
And it has a flat bottom.
Yeah.
And
it's a good size for notions.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's really cute. Yeah. I like that. And that's. So it says Dyer's Notes. Cyndi Lauper inspires wild color palettes. Time after time ensures that you will always be found if you're lost.
I need to make Avery something of that.
Totally, I can see that happening.
Yeah. It's got no pink in it though.
Nope. Shebop, like the song, is pure fun for beautiful like a rainbow, which is that. The last few words of Cyndi's song True Colors, I wanted an irresistible palette that resembles a rainbow without actually being one. I could not resist naming the pattern after one of the biggest hits. And finally, Brenda of 2 Sticks in You, which is the bag, and it's on Etsy, came up with a bright gold print and accessories for her notions pouch. This package's gift. Next time, whose September song will we be singing with fibers and colors?
September song.
September song.
Hey guys, do you know that reference?
September song.
Because she's got it in quotes, so I think that's the hint.
Yeah. It's September
song. Post below.
And it will be a female artist.
Female artist. I'm sure if we Googled it, we figure it out, but I don't know it.
I have to, it's in my head. I'm not sure. Yeah. These are all like 80s artists. And
yeah, I was a babe.
And I grew up listening to them.
Yeah, no. Mom, what's September song referencing?
It's in my head. I'm sure I know who it is, but that's okay. So this was fun. I really like this. Oh my god, it's super nice and soft.
I like this month's selections.
This one I'm not sure what I'm going to do with.
But I like the colors together. Like I think they go
I like the purple, the teals, the lime and green.
I know, but for even the yellows, they're decent yellows. They're not like
puke yellows. I like that bright yellow. Yeah. I'm okay with the bright. I like that bright sunshiny yellow.
See, I'd rather have this kind of orangey yellow than a mustard.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not a mustard fan either.
Because this is still kind of a nice, crisp color.
Yeah, I'm not a mustard fan, but I like that sunshine yellow. That's the yellow that I like. The lime green's kind of nice pop. So yeah, that's it. So,
well, maybe you can trade, and then I can make a sweater with that or something.
Trade, sure. Yeah,
for something.
Sure. We could always look at that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I'd ever knit this.
Yeah. Whereas I could see making a children's garment.
Oh yeah, I could totally see you doing that.
Yeah. Maybe not for Avery because again, there's no pink, but for someone.
I know that. Yeah, Avery's a pink girl.
Pink and purples.
So like me.
Yeah,
love it.
Purples.
Anything else we have?
No, I think that's it. That was fun.
We're good. So our yarn crawls, we have those coming up. We will figure out when we'll be doing those, but then we'll be having some great yarny purchases.
Yes, we have a rule that goes with yarn crawls. We are allowed 1 skein per shop cumulative. So if there's 10 shops in a yarn crawl, we can buy a total of 10 skeins.
That's right.
They don't have to be 1 per shop.
That's right.
If we buy nothing at one shop, we can get 2 or 3 or another one. Right. But over the course of the crawl, it's 1 per shop.
Per shop.
Yeah.
And so the Lakeside Yarn Crawl, we will be doing all the 10 shops because we.
I don't know.
I think it's 12 this year.
So then we can get a total of 12 skeins.
Oh my god, I don't need 12 skeins. But you know, if you need a sweater,
I know that's true. If you went in knowing you wanted a sweater quantity,
right? Which I just
then you know to plan for that. But I don't think we will buy yarn at every shop.
Did I show that? Did I show? Oh, I did. Never mind. I was going to say my cardigan, my palette cardigan. I showed all that yarn. We did it on location. Yeah, I don't know if I need another sweater.
Yeah, it doesn't mean we will buy like that amount of skeins, but we have that in
the option.
And yeah, we have that option. So
yeah. The whole point is for me not to really be buying too much yarn, and somehow I still manage to buy yarn.
I know, but it's just to think about it.
But I like knitting the short projects because I find they got me. They keep me motivated when I get these short projects finished, like those hats, the mitts, the shawl. I really liked. That was a quick knit for me too. I couldn't believe how quick that was. So this 8K weight shawl that I'm going to do now, hopefully it'll be a quicker knit.
I think so, yeah.
And what I was thinking, if I can knit that quickly, I might either start the socks or I might start that palette cardigan.
Yeah, you need to start that cardigan because
I think
you will wear that all fall and winter.
Oh yeah.
So you don't want to finish it next spring.
No, I want to get it done this year, and I think it'll be a quick knit too because I'm doubling
if you work on it,
right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem
like
it's all stuck next to it.
As long as you work on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like it's difficult. It looks pretty easy. I was even looking for buttons, and I found them, but there was not enough. Of course, always when I need buttons, they're always short of something. So I hopefully will maybe see I can find something else.
There's time because we still have a lot of shows to go to, and there's always button sellers. So,
and I just found out I won't be going to the Berry show. That's too sad. Wah wah. But I'm going to be in San Antonio, Texas for a work trip that weekend. Hopefully I'll be able to get to a yarn shop. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, because
they usually give us. I've never been to San Antonio. I've been to Houston, Texas, though, enough times, and I've done to the yarn shops there. But I've never been to San Antonio, and I'd really like to be able to check out some yarn shops. I think we're going to be down by the Riverwalk. So if anybody has suggestions, please put them, in the Ravelry group, or you can put them below in the YouTube thread. Let me know some yarn shops,
on Instagram or something.
Or even on Instagram. Let me know some yarn shops then. So I'm really excited for that. And we're good for now. Thank you so much for watching us. If you're a new viewer, and welcome again to coming. Hopefully you'll come back and watch us again. We always have some great fun and interesting stuff to show. And thank you for your return viewer. Have yourself a wonderful day. Happy knitting, and bye for now.